Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing a double 8.5 by 11 layout for Miss Kate's design team. I get her monthly box each month. I'm going to show you the entire monthly box once I show you the cute photos of my son at bedtime. We were trying out the bonnet and we were also playing around. He was the best little guy to put to bed, so I was having fun with him, and his purple pajamas really matched this collection very well. So there I had the die cuts. I'm showing you the sticker sheet. The die cuts and the sticker sheet are pretty much the same thing, except for one is a little bit smaller than the other. This here is the 6x6 pack, and that has 4 of each sheet, and they're 50% the size of the rest of the papers. So this is the back side of the opening paper. It's a really pretty, like maroonish red color. And then this one here I think is so neat, but I love the cut aparts on the other side. She always has 3x4s and 4x6s and just a mix, a good variety of sizes, plus tags too. So you can always fussy cut those out. This navy color I also love that is in the collection. And then there's like pink. And then there's also that bluish teal color that you see. I love that blue. It's a really nice blue. And then the navy, really helps pop it. Also, this green paper, there's only one green paper in the whole collection, but it does match with some of the embellishments. But I kind of wish there was more green. I love green and blue together. But here, there's lots of flowers, lots of florals, but again, I can use them because the opposite sides are usually something I can use, with my son. So I was pointing out there that the blue is actually in his pajamas also, not only the navy blue, but the like tealy blue. It was like this collection was made for these photos. So this one's here like a pink polka dot on this side, and then the other side was a diamond shape. This one here is more of that pretty maroon. And some of these, I like more than others, but I really like the tone on tones. That seems to be what I'm drawn to as far as pattern papers. And I like ones that have geometric designs. So I love this one here. This one's kind of neat. And then this plaid on this side is one of my favorites. And I did this layout quite a bit or quite a while ago. So I got to remember what I did, but I think I know. I have that one was a polka dot green, so there was another green one. I lied. There's two green ones, but again, the green is just beautiful. I love that limey green color. So here's the cardstock pack. This one here comes with 2 or 3 of each of the solids, and there is white in this cardstock. So I'm going to actually pull out the white one, and I believe I pull one other one out. Yeah, I use the background, the navy blue for my background, and then this teal one is the background, and those are both cardstocks. So I cut those down to 8.5 by 11 for the darker blue, and then the other blue colored one is 8.25 by what is it, 10.5. So then there's a quarter strip all the way around the layout. So here I have 2 more pieces of the navy, it's kind of a plaid up close. I know from far away it kind of looks like a checkerboard, but it's really a plaid. And it's the navy color, so I'm going to place that right across the center right here. And it has the blue color in it too. So it kind of matches with both of the colors I picked for the background. And I just think that's going to help his photos pop. So that was the reason for picking that color out and then putting that in the background. And that one there, I had to kind of cut and reslice it, put it back together because there was just like it was just slightly too short. And I could have probably left it, nobody would have noticed, but I noticed. So I went ahead and just cut it and re-put it back down. And you won't be able to see it because the photos are actually going to go right over the top of it. so you won't be able to see where I cut it and laid it back down. So this pinky color I'm adding down at the bottom, and I'm just adding a strip at the bottom and the top. And that just adds a little bit more to my design since I only have one sheet of each of the papers in order to stretch it across the double page layout. I find using strips of the paper works better than anything else. That seems to be my go-to. So here I'm using the stripy maroon color, and I did pop or punch out a scallop border out of it, and I'm adding it at the top. I'm using the little thin one at the bottom. So I'm going to add the same stripe paper at the bottom, but it's going to be a really thin layer. It's actually, when you cut with EK Success punches, you get like a little, it's not even a quarter of an inch. It's probably a little less than a quarter of an inch of paper. And instead of throwing it away, I decided to go ahead and use it down here at the bottom. And I just thought that was kind of cute. It works, and it adds that color down at the bottom. So this one here, I'm going to piece together because nobody, again, is going to see it. The photos are going to cover it up. And here's my photos, and actually the embellishments are going to cover it up, not my photo. But either way, it'll be covered up. So I have one large 4x6 photo and then 6 of the 2x3 photos. And I just think that size is perfect for photos that look almost exactly the same. Like, it's definitely just one of those, just snapped a few pictures of him all in a row, and this is what I got. So that's what I did, is I just used all 6 of them because I think each of them shows a little bit of his personality. So I just wanted to use those. Here I'm popping up the title piece, which is going to be Everyday Moments, and that's one of the die cut pieces. And I'm popping it up on very thin foam tape because, again, these are for his 4-year-old album, no, 3-year-old album. And again, he has lots of photos, so I want to just minimize the bulk. So I'm not using the bigger play foam, I'm using the thinner foam tape that I have on hand. This little bird I thought was cute, so I'm just tucking it in between the flowers that I added there on top of the Everyday Moments. These little gold thickers that I brought in are from my stash. They were from an American Crafts thicker set, and they said night night. I believe it was a baby collection, but I thought it was kind of fitting for the night night since that's what this is. We're just playing around in bed before he lays down and goes to sleep. Like I said, he was, one of the best ones to put to sleep because he laid down and actually went to sleep. You didn't have to beg him, you didn't have to plead with him. All you had to do was give him his little stuffed animals, his blanket, and he was asleep. So he was the best little boy to put to bed. So here I'm going to add snuggle time over here on the right hand side. And again, just adding that pop of gold in a couple of places. It helps your eyes just move around the layout. But first, I'm going to add another little die cut up here at the top by the photos. This was from the sticker sheet, so I did place it on cardstock. One, to make it a little bit sturdier, but also so that I could pop it up with little dots. So I didn't want it to be too flimsy. I'm going to put it up here, and I know it says something about the world. Unfortunately, I don't have it in front of me. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Yes, it says you make the world a better place. So again, I just pop that up the top. It adds the same colors up there at the top, and it kind of looks like the title cluster. So it, again, just moves in a diagonal. And then over here on this side, I'm going to add more gold, and that's going to be the snuggle time. And I'm going to bring in one of the die cuts that says memories. So it's actually going to be snuggle time memories. And I will add journaling over on the left-hand side underneath the title. Usually I add my journaling on a computer and then I do it in strips, or I have clear labels that I use that I print my journaling on, and then I can stick it directly on the layout. So here I'm just looking for if there's any more stickers that I can put on or anything I can tuck in. I'm going to tuck in a couple more little flowers over here right at the end of memories so it doesn't look like it's just hanging there. And I will also add the actual date down at the bottom also with either the journaling or right under memories. I haven't decided exactly where I will put that, but I definitely will add my date. And I think I'm almost done. I'm going to add a couple of these little hearts that were in the thicker set. And that is going to be it. That just adds a little bit of more of the pop of gold on the layout. So that's why I added those. You can see there, pointed out where I was going to put my journaling. And there's the left hand side. Here's the right hand side. I hope you guys enjoyed today's layout. Get a little bit of inspiration how to use the Miss Kate monthly boxes. I really enjoy getting her monthly boxes, and this one was beautiful. I love purple. So the purple and the blue together was just beautiful, and I think this collection would be great for any of your photos that you have that match. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for coming by. There is a link down below. Pick up your box.